let us proceed immediately with our class for today. So this is our third topic for this finals na period. So recap lang natin, first topic natin was integration using integration in solving plane areas. A second topic was last week, which is using integration in solving volumes, no? So parang pinaparotate lang natin yung ating area. So I hope that you have reviewed yung mga videos natin because medyo related siya sa topic natin for today. Pwede naman hindi naman sila mostly related, but the concept, no, at least ma-gets ninyo kasi the same lang po siya ng concept. Okay? So, without much further ado, let us start our class with a prayer. So let us all bow down our heads and put our presence in our Lord God. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, we beseech thee, grant unto us this day the bountiful blessings and wisdom that we may be able to tackle the day's tasks. Guide us in all our undertakings and protect us from harm and danger. Teach us to fear and love thee always. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. So once again, class, raise hand if you can hear me clearly. And if you're ready for our class for today, so paki-ready ng mga calculators, formulas. How about the others? 5 lang ang ready. Saan yung mga raise hand din na dyan? Again, calculators, formulas, ano pa? Yung mga formulas natin sa differential calculus, integral calculus, algebra, and trigonometry. Okay? So, because Ayan. So, our topic for today is all about the application. Same pa din yung applications naman din yung area tsaka yung volume. But today, dadagdagan natin siya ng application of integration in solving different problems. So first, we have 4 topics for today. Solving length of an arc, solving area of a polar curve, solving an length or a length of a polar curve. Then last is solving surface area using integration. So 4. So first, no, wag muna natin yung intindihin. Ito muna, dito muna tayo mag-focus. Using integration in solving the length of a curve. So for example, we have a curve, no? This is a function which is a curve. Then we are tasked to find what is the length of the curve from point 1 to point 2. No? For example, this is point 1 and this is point 2. For example, this is for your x-axis is 2 and 5. For example lang ha. Dito is 1, then dito is 6. For example lang. So that is the coordinates of your 2 points. So ang hinahanap po natin is the length. Yung haba ng ating curve or arc from this point to that point. So, paano po yan kunin? So, same lang po ng concept natin last time. We will be using a strip. Pero yung strip natin is parang naka-triangle. Diba? Last time, in getting the area of a certain surface, ginagamitan natin ng strip, which is a very small amount of measurement sa dx, then y. Diba? Then, pag naka-vertical tayo or horizontal, that is dy, then x. Same din po dito. We need to have a very small amount of measurement na naka-diagonal, naka-slanting. Then, we will be using integration to sum up all that slanting na naka-slanting na length. So, isumpay-sumpay nimo siya from lower limit to upper limit, kumbaga. So, that slant nakaslant na measurement is tinatawag natin ds. So, again, that is a very small amount of measurement, pero para mapangalanan natin and para masuri natin, parang i-microscope natin, palakihan natin siya. This is ds. And that ds, but ds, sir? Kasi slant, joke lang, no? That is just a variable. You can just change that into v, x, z, anyway, a. No, that is just a variable, so s. So, that ds, yung napakaliit na measurement. No? So, lalagyan natin siya ng dx, which is yung representative niya na line sa x-axis. No? So, therefore, that is horizontal. While dy ayan, is the representative na strip sa ating y-axis. So therefore, makakabuo po tayo ng right triangle. And if we have a right triangle, therefore we can apply Pythagorean theorem. So, di ba? Pythagorean theorem states that the squared ng ating hypotenuse is equivalent to, for example, this is our angle. Pwede mo baliktad, no? Is equivalent to the squared of our opposite squared plus the squared of your adjacent or adjacent edge. So therefore, ayan siya, ds squared, dy squared, dx squared. So dyan po galing. Then, apply natin yung concept of integration, which is to sum up all that ds or yung napakaliit na measurement na nakaslant. Yes, thank you, Mikael. So with that, ililipat lang po natin si squared to the other side. ds na lang yung remaining. Then, integrate mo, magiging s. So, ayan, naging s siya. Dito sa kabila, no, nabalhin ang square root. And then, i-manipulate lang natin na pagiging ganito. No? So, i-manipulate lang na niya. Hindi lang natin ipakita. Basta kay, we have two formulas. First formula and second formula. So, saan yung gagamitin natin, sir? First ba o second? Paano namin malalaman kung first ba or second yung gagamitin? So, take note, our first formula is focused on x. Second is nakafocus kay y. As you can see, dito yung ating upper and lower limit is naka-x, dito is naka-y. So therefore, if bibigyan ka ng limits na nakafocus sa x na coordinates, so you will be using our first formula. This is integration of the square root of 1 plus dy over dx squared multiplied or dx. So sa calculator, wala to. No? Siguro namali na ako type. Dapat na siya sa gawas. Pero di man pud na, di mo masulod jud sa calculator. So gawas gina siya technically. So namali na ako type na extend lang na ang line kumbaga. But practically, that is nasa outside. But don't worry sa calculator, di man gina siya masulod. Nabi na sa gawas. Anyway, so number 2, kailan siya gagamitin if nakafocus yung ating mga limit sa y and yung eto, dy. So for example, sinabi niya, find the length of the arc from 0 to, from x is equivalent to 0 to x is equivalent to 10. Di ba nakafocus tayo kay x? So we will be using our first formula. Tapos sabi niya, find the length of the arc if y is equivalent to 3, then hanggang 10. So, we will be using our second formula. So, no, medyo madali siya if i-compare natin sa area and sa volume because if we are solving areas and volume, may mga times na tayo yung naghahanap ng limits, di ba? We are finding the intersections because yung intersections yung limit natin. But if we are dealing with this one, mostly sa kanya is binibigay na yung limit. So, nakaganto yung limit niya. Okay, so kindly screenshot etong first natin because we will be giving an example for that one before we proceed with this one. Huwag mo na yan, no? Ito muna. Okay, screenshot. Raise hand, everyone. Naririnig ba ako? Diyan ba kayo? Yes, how about the others? Okay, sige. Proceed tayo with our first example for this day, which is determining the length of an arc or a curve. So, may I ask si Rachel Gosilla, pakibasa.
Determine the length of x equals to 2/3 quantity y minus 1 over 3 half between 1 is equal to greater than or equal to y and y is greater than or equal to 4.
Yes, thank you. So, pwede man nato, no? Pwede po para mas madali. Between y from 1 to 4. Ibig sabihin, nag-start sa 1, nag-end sa 4. So, x is equivalent to 2/3 multiplied by y minus 1 raised to 3/2. Okay. So, in this one, no, ang ginawa ko, di ba, sabi ko sa quiz ninyo, you need to graph even though that your graph is wrong, but at least na-imagine ninyo. So, for example, ang graph ninyo, graph mo dira, nagbutang mo, mag-start daw sa y is equivalent to 1, then mag-end sa y is equivalent to 4. So, ayan nga yung idea natin. And we don't know the graph of this. Diba? Kailangan mag-isolve pa na nimo pag-graph. So, imong buhaton, himo lang ko kada graph. O, ano ko graph. Ganyan. At least, ma-imagine mo, dito mag-start, dito mag-end. Even though that your graph is wrong. Diba? Yan sabi ko sa inyo sa quiz. So, take note, ito is accurate. Itong graph na nandito, this is accurate kasi ang ginawa ko dyan is sinearch ko lang sa Google. So, search mo lang sa Google, x is equivalent to, i-type mo lang to, then enter. Lalabas to na graph. So, this is the accurate graph. But again, if your graph is wrong, that's okay. Yung purpose niya lang talaga is for you to imagine ano yung sinosolve mo. So, you need to graph sa ating quiz or exam sa mahalag nila accurate, no? So, take note, ang hinahanap natin is the length from 1 to 4 na y. Ibig sabihin, dito papuntang dito. Yan na length yung hinahanap natin. So, let's start, no? So, again, titingnan natin sa formula, we are focused on y. So, may I ask, raise hand po, saan dito sa dalawang formula yung gagamitin natin? Bigyan natin. Yes, Joshua?
Second, sir.
Second. Why is it that we will be using our second formula?
Kaya naman, sir, focus sa y. And
Kaya ka focus sa y. Yung lower tsaka upper limit mo. Yes, sino nagbasa kanina? Bigyan natin ng trophy. Basi di mang luod si Gusilia ba to? Raisan ka, Gusilia. Manood ka mo, no? So, we will be using our second formula. So, sulat natin yung second formula and let's just substitute yung lahat ng kailangan for that formula. And we're done, no? Madali lang to. So, S is equivalent to the integration of y sub 1 to y sub 2 of the square root, ayan, of 1 plus dx, di ba? Pag nakafocus sa y, dx over dy. Squared, then dy. So, si dy hindi kasali sa square root, pero pag calculator, dili man gina siya ma-appeal. No? So, okay lang na. Ayan. So, therefore, next thing that we need to do is to find dx over dy. Sir, hindi man siya binigay. Saan yun kukunin? So, balik tayo sa differential calculus. If you differentiate x, makukuha mo si dx over dy. Diba? The derivative of x is dx over dy. So therefore, let us just differentiate this one, which is 2/3 y minus 1, then raised to 3 over 2. So again, balik tayo sa differential calculus. Yung formula po natin sa constant rule, power rule, sorry. Power rule na chain rule. Diba? Because we have a polynomial sa loob. So, I hope na-topic ninyo to sa inyong differential calculus. So, the formula is constant un. Pag hindi, okay lang. Ganin na akong gina-review, no? Pinasulat ginato si formula. Constant un is equivalent to constant nu n minus 1 u prime. So, sundin lang natin. First one is constant. Ang constant natin is 2/3. Next one is n. Ano yung n natin? 3 over 2. Ayan. Next one is yung ating u. Ang u natin is y minus 1. Sundan mo lang yung formula. This is very easy. Then, 3/2 minus 1. So, that is 1/2. Diba? Kung diskumpiyado ka, you can just use your calculator. What is 3 over 2 minus 1? That is 1/2. Then, last thing is u prime. So, ibig sabihin, what is the derivative sa inside? So, what is the derivative of y is 1. What is the derivative of negative 1? 0. So, 1 na lang yung remaining. That's the meaning of u prime. Okay? So, parang bumalik lang tayo last semester. Okay. So, therefore, next thing is i-simplify lang po natin. That is dx over dy is equivalent to, eto parang nakabaliktad lang. So, cancel out, cancel out. Remaining is y minus 1 raised to 1 half. Ayan. So, therefore, eto yung ilalagay natin dito. Yes, Mikael, do you have a question? Or napindot lang siguro, no? So, proceed tayo. Let us just substitute eto dito. So, we have y sub 2 and y sub 1. The lower and upper limit is 1 and 4. Saan yan galing, sir, dito? Okay? Then, the square root of 1 plus y, close parenthesis, no? Gagawin kong dalawa. Y minus 1 raised to 1 half and close parenthesis squared. Diba? dy. Then, ayan, square root. Huwag natin isali si dy. Ayan siya. Okay, so therefore, proceed po tayo sa ating next step, which is to calculate this one. So, use your calculator, then pakitype lang sa calculator ninyo and lalabas na yung answer natin. So, eto, palitan mo lang ng x, and kasi sa calculator is naka-default siya na naka-dx or x. So, yan, pakilagay. Pero, imano-mano natin, no? So, i-compare natin dalawa. This is a definite integral. So, kayang-kaya natin to, di ba? Nagian ko na to na. Para lang po na to ma-review, di ba? Kasi final exam natin is lahat, di ba? Then may departmental exam din tayo, which is lahat din ng topics is involved. Di ba? Di ba ganyan pag departmental exam? Okay, so let us just solve this one na manual. Then, i-compare na to kung kani ang i-calculator diretsyo. Kaya man kaya ni, no? So, first thing that we need to do is simplify before integrating. I-simplify ko lang siya. This is cancelled out, this is cancelled out. So, therefore, ang remaining sa loob is 1 plus y minus 1. Ngayon, na-cancel out man, sir. 1 half the exponent multiplied by 2 is 2 over 2 or 1. So, parang wala na, no? So, dy. Ayan. So, therefore, eto, 1 minus 1. Therefore, ang remaining natin dito is integration of 1 for square root of y. So, pwede po ka na imong i-calculator. Pero, let's go beyond. No? I-substitute or i-integrate talaga natin, gamitan natin ng concept ng definite integral. So, di ba, definite integral is my upper limit and my lower limit. So, let's just do that one. So, s is equivalent to eto, integration niya. So, sulat natin si formula that is constant nu, un pala, is equivalent to un plus 1 over n plus 1. No, pang prelim na topic, at least nabalikan natin siya. So, ang u natin is y, n plus 1, so that is 3 over 2, diba? 1 half plus 1 is 3 over 2. Then, sa baba is also 3 over 2. And then, close parenthesis, from 4 to 1. So, last thing that we need to do, yes, pakitype lang yung answer dito sa chat box. First thing is, eto, i-reciprocal ko lang. Okay, pangit kita naawon, magiging 2/3. Then, y natin, i-substitute natin si upper limit is 4 raised to 3 over 2 minus 2/3. Substitute natin si 1 raised to 3 over 2. And just use your calculator, ano yung ating answer. Okay, so hindi naman ako nagmamadali. So, sasabayan ko kayong mag-calculator and let's find out if the same lang yung ating answer. So, pag hindi the same, therefore, may mali. Di ba? Okay, so, raise your hand class if you can see my calculator. Kita ba si calculator? Okay, makita nun Joshua. So, kanisa itong unahon, integration of square root of 1 plus open parenthesis. Ang y, palitan natin ng x minus 1 raised to 1 half. close parenthesis, raised to squared. Then, lower limit is 1, upper limit natin is 4. Yes, pili nung answer? 4.67. Yan, 14/3 or 4.667. So that's correct. So how about this one? Let's try that one. Eto, 4 raised to 3/2. That is minus 2/3. Uy, sobraan. 2/3, then 1 raised to 3. Yeah, the same, di ba? So, sir, parang nag-aaksaya lang tayong oras, no? Kasi pwede naman yung calculator. What if sa board exam, bawal na si calculator na integration? Nga ka, di ba? So, I'm just training you. No, I'm just preparing you for the future. Kasi ang inyong calculator sunod kay kanang pang market, no? Tawag na, say, Tagalog ng market, palengke. No? So, saan na nimo? So, mas maganda, and then para ma-review din kayo, isosolve natin lahat ng problems natin for this day ng mano-mano, and then meron ding calculator. Kasi minsan din class, pag higher year na kayo, meron kayong fear. Ano fear? Mahadlok mo usahay mag-mano-mano. Kaya, mano-mano ba si mamali ko? Calculator na lang. What if dili siya ma-calculator? Again, may mga integration that yung calculators cannot handle. So, sa man nimo nga, no? Labi na to mga may variables na pag-integrate. So, ay kahadlok mag-integrate, no? Mano-mano, ato gud ng one sem gud na nag-integration. So anyway, so much for that. Let us just put our answer, which is 14/3. Tama ba? Yes, 14/3 or 4.667. Ayan. So, sibog lang nato gamay. Then, lagyan natin ng units. Okay. So, that is our final answer. So, just screenshot so that we can proceed with our next example. And then, as always, just raise your hand if you have any questions sa ating ginawa. No? So, at least, hindi na tayo nagkuha ng upper and lower limit. Pinibigay na lang yung upper and lower limit sa atin. So, therefore, just execute. Again, sir, may question ako. Ako nag-question sa sarili. Sa board exam. Sa quizzes natin, sir, pwede bang dito na lang? Hanggang dito? Yes po, pwede. Kasi madalian na lang yung quiz natin. Pinaspasay ba? Diba? So, kayo na bahala. Basta magawas ang answer. Kamu bahala yun sa ninyo. Basta kayo na yung solution. Ha? So, again, pwede na to wala. Kung makaya na siya i-calculator, just use your calculator kasi sa board exam naman din, no, hindi siya pinapakita. Yung mga prelim tsaka midterm natin, no, pangita ginakin yung solution kay mo matutong topic, pero karon pinaspasay man ta kay problem solving. So again, you don't need to execute it manually, but again, make sure that marunong kayo. Ha? So raise hand, everyone, are you still there? Let's proceed with our second topic. Raise hand. Second lang? Okay. Ara di ay. Hapit na tamaw man. 2 weeks na lang or 3 weeks. Then we're done. Proceed na ta sa summer. Joke lang. Ayun naman po, no? So, proceed tayo sa ating second topic, which is polar coordinates. So, let me explain first what's the meaning, anong ibig sabihin ng polar coordinates. So, ang polar coordinates class is just an interaction of your curve and your graph itself with respect to its angle. Wala ko kasabot, sir. For example, we have our y-axis and x-axis. We have a graph. Ito si graph o graph. So, pag sinabi nating polar coordinates, sasabihin yan sa board exam or sa quiz. Find the length of an arc or find the area of a polar coordinate which is r man na class. Pag polar coordinate, r na siya naka-refer. R is equivalent to 1 plus sine x or sine theta, something like that. So for example, ganyan, or may 4, anything. Sa may curve, ito yung curve natin. From, for example, sabihin niya 10 degrees na angle papuntang 80 degrees. Ang ibig sabihin ng class is hahanapin daw natin yung length of the curve from, this is our 0 degree, this is our 90, this is 180, this is 270, and this is 360. Diba? Ang hahanapin daw natin ng length ng curve natin is, no, nag-refer ka sa origin, this is 10 degrees. Ayan. Okay. So, pula na lang nato ha, 10 degrees na siya. This is 10 degrees papuntang 80 degrees. So, therefore, ito yung hinahanap natin na length of the curve. So, parang ganun si polar coordinates. Imbes na x-axis and y-axis yung ating mga limits, ang limits natin is the degree itself of our origin. So, for example, sabihin na, find the area of the polar curve, something like this. No? So, same pa din. Sabi niya, 20 degrees and 180 degrees. So, therefore, mag-start ka sa 20 degrees, mag-end ka sa 180. So, kung ito yung graph mo, ayan, palibot. So, ito yung hinahanap mo na area. Ayan, yung shaded na part. Diba? So, parang ganyan. Okay? So, ang first natin, we have two types kasi, finding the area and finding the length of the curve. Unahin muna natin yung ating area. So, again, for example, yan, area, sabi niya 20 degrees papuntang 70 degrees, diba? So, dito mag-start sa 20. As you can see sa origin, mag-degrees ka lang dyan, papuntang 70. So, eto yung hahanapan natin ng area. Okay, so tanong ko, sir, saan po galing yung formula na to? So, as you can see, that is the area of a circle, kumbaga. That is pi r squared, kumbaga. Pero, naka 1/2 lang kasi, naka-specific, no? Then, naka d theta. So, as you can see, we have a representative strip, which is an angle strip. Ibig sabihin, that is a very tiny amount of angle. Napakaliit ng angle na yan, 0.0000 degrees. No? Kaya tinawag nating d theta. Yung napakaliit. Yan, karat akong tutunlan. Anyway, so napakaliit na angle na yan, and then same din, di ba? We have lower limit, upper limit. That very tiny angle is ipaparun through natin from one point to another, magiging area siya. Diba? So therefore, that is integration, no? 1/2 of integration of r squared d theta, kasi d theta yung ating strip, then r squared. Ang ibig sabihin ng r is yung length ng ating strip. So depending, no? Again, ang binibigay kasi pag polar coordinate is naka-r. Okay, so let's proceed with our next example. So again, napaki-screenshot lang, ito lang yung gagamitin natin na formula. Okay, so proceed tayo. Ayan. May I ask si Hannah Jade, pakibasa. Wala akong marinig. Ayan, okay.
Cardioid. Madol ba, sir?
Yes, yes.
Find the area inside the cardioid. R equals 1 plus cosine beta between 0 greater than beta greater than 2 pi.
Yes, thank you. So that's correct, no? So ang hinahanap daw natin is the area of a cardioid. Ibig sabihin para nakalibot lang na siya. Which is, ang graph niya is r is equivalent to 1 plus cosine theta from 0 to 2 pi yung angle natin. So again, you don't really need to draw it na exacto. Pero, dapat i-drawing nimo, no, para ma-imagine mo siya. Mostly sa mga polar coordinates is nakapalibot gid na siya sa ato ang axis, no, sa ato ang x and y axis. So, therefore, mag-drawing lang gud ka. Bahalag mali ay mong drawing. No? For example, mag-drawing ka, you will assume that the figure of 1 plus cosine is something like this, no? Parang clover, ganyan. Basta kay may drawing ka. So, from 0 to 2 pi, ibig sabihin is lahat, no? Lahat talaga yung kukunan mo. Because this is 0, this is 2 pi. Diba? Kung pi ang babasihan natin, this is pi over 2. Diba? And this is 2/3 or 2 pi over 3. And this is pi. Diba? And 1 revolution is pi. So, again, ikaw bahala sa drawing, basta kay na kay drawing. But if you will search this one, no, i-type niyo sa Google, 1 plus cosine theta, the graph of that one is a heart. Mura siyang heart nga nakatagilid. Parang ganyan. Ayan. Ayan. Ana. O si kayo, ora. Ano na siya. So, yan yung graph ng 1 plus cosine theta. Again, bahalag mali imong graph, basta kay na kay graph, at least may imagine mo. So, therefore, technically, ang pinapahanap sa atin is the area of this heart. Diba? Kay mag-start man ta sa 0, mag-end man ta sa 2 pi. So, tanan. For example, ito is pi lang. Therefore, ang hinahanap natin is from 0 to pi. So, half lang yung hahanapin natin. For example, 0 to pi over 2. So, ito lang. Diba? So, you get the idea. Diba? So, yan lang siya. Okay? So, therefore, area ng ating polar curve is equivalent to 1/2 the integration from angle 1 or theta 1 to theta 2 of r squared d theta. And take note, ang r natin is 1 plus cosine. So, let us just substitute that one. Paki-ready sa inyong calculator. Sabi na ng mga audience dato dala nga, abot ko na minaw ba? Hindi niyo masabtan, at least kabalo ko mo calculator. Ano na lang siguro. Then, r squared natin is 1 plus cosine theta. Again, just practice to calculate kay basi pag exam, pati pag calculator di ka kabalo. O, ayan. So, just use your calculator. I-input na. Ilisi lang nig x, ilisi po nig x. And, lalabas si answer. Okay? So, paki-type ha. Tapos, paki-chat sa chat box na to. And again, we will solve this one manually para ma-train tayo to integrate and to manipulate, and para malaman natin yung step by step kasi baka sa board exam na wala ng integration na calculator. Okay? So, this is 1/2, then 0 to 2 pi. Again, this is FOIL method, no? Dalawang 1 plus cosine squared. So, mentally natin siya i-solve. Kaya naman siguro, mga first year college na good ta. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times cosine theta is cosine theta. Cosine theta times 1 is another cosine theta. And cosine theta times cosine theta is cosine squared theta. Kasi magbuhat mo sir, FOIL method. Pero mental lang na ako gibuhat. Okay? So that is d theta. Okay. So next thing, we cannot integrate this one, di ba? Sa midterm na to ang topic, pili natin siya ma-integrate kay na squared. So ang gagawin natin is to have an trigonometric identity para mapalitan siya. So anong trigonometric identity? Yung gagamitin natin dyan. Ang topic na to ni last time sa midterm. Cosine squared theta is equivalent to 1 plus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. So, pulihan na to siya, ani. Mas okay kung i-separate na to siya. 1/2 plus cosine 2 theta over 2. So, i-separate lang na ko siya, ibutang na to dire. And then, integrate as usual. Again ha, katong mga walay nabuhat dala, pwede na ni calculator. Pero unya, i-compare nato kung the same bang answer. Okay? So therefore, next thing that we need to do is just simplify this one and integrate this individually. No? Kasi meron tayong mga plus-plus dyan. Individual lang yung puyan ng pag-solve. So this is 1. Cosine theta plus cosine theta is 2 cosine theta. Diba? Plus, eto, ilagay natin dito. So that is 1/2 cosine, sorry, wala pala. 1/2 plus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. Then d theta. Okay? So next thing is integrate as usual. So this is a prelim topic. So don't worry. What is the integration of 1? Theta. Kasi x dapat, no? Pero theta man na to ang variable. So theta. Plus, what is the integration of 2 cosine theta? Positive 2 sine theta. What is the integration of 1/2? That is positive 1/2 theta. And what is the integration of cosine 2 theta over 2? So, ang over 2, that is a constant. Anong ginagawa natin sa constant? Nilalabas lang. So, let us focus dito. Cosine 2 theta, take note, no, we need to balance. Ang u natin dyan is 2 theta. Du natin is 2 d theta. So, therefore, transfer sa kabila, du divided by 2 is equivalent to d theta. O na sir, nalipong na may. Prelim na nga topic mo na pinakasayo na itong topic last time. So, therefore, meron tayong sobra na 1/2. So, lalagyan natin ng another 1/2. Then, integrate. Cosine 2 theta is sine 2 theta. And then, upper limit is 2 pi, lower limit is 0. So, nasa yung mga answer. Try nato kung tama ba na ilang answer, ha? So, next thing that we need to do is just to substitute the upper limit minus substitute si lower limit, diba? This is a definite integral. So, this is 1/2 theta, papalitan natin ng 2 pi plus 2 sine of, ano ba yan? 2 sine of 2 theta plus 1/2 of 2 theta. Ito, 1/2 of 2 theta plus 1/2, diba? 1/2 theta and 1/2 of another 1/2 pa dyan. Ayan. Of sine 2 theta. So, sine 2 of 2 pi. So, eto, distribute mo na din dito 0, 0, 0. But I'm confident that ang lalabas po dyan is 0. No? 0, 0, 0, 0. So, therefore, 0 na lang yung 0 na substitution. Okay. So, try on your calculator. Sine 2 theta class is 0. Sige daw, i-calculator God. 0 na magawas. No? So, therefore, this is technically 0. This is also technically 0. Kasi sine 4 theta is 0. So, therefore, eto, 1/2 times 2 pi. Guna pa ba? 1/2 times 2 pi is pi. 1/2 times 2 pi plus another 1/2 is pi over 2. Ito muna 0. Copy natin 0. Plus pi over 2. Ito plus another 0. So, we have an answer. What is pi plus pi over 2? In terms of pi, yes, anyone? Three half pi. So, that is our answer. 3 pi over 2. Or, pag again, let's prove, no? Wala ba ito nagdali? So, ipakita na ko sa pag-calculator. Again, everyone, paki-practice sa pag-calculator kay basi pag-exam. Pati pag-calculator, di mo kabalo na. Kaya mo paulaw-ulaw. So again, eto muna. Yung nasa itaas, i-calculator natin siya immediately. So that is 1 plus cosine of x raised or squared. Then from lower limit is 0, upper limit is 2 pi. And make sure na naka-radian. So shift mode, tapos radian is 4. The answer is 3/2 pi or 4.712. Raise hand, makita ang calculator? Sige kung type ba, hindi makita. Okay. So how about this one? This is pi plus pi over 2. Ayan, 3/2 pi. Okay. So at least na-prove natin na tama siya. That is 3/2 pi or 3 pi over 2 or pwede din siyang sabon na to para masigo. 3 pi over 2 or 4.712 square units. Okay? So medyo dagan tag absent karon no? Saan eh? Panggap na nila ang ilang kaugmaon. Anong ano sulod-sulod? Joke lang. Sulod mo ay grabe. Siya nagita para hanapin mo tunan ba balag.
Hina ang net sa uban daw.
Hina lang. Anyway, they can just review our recorded session. No? Automatic man gyapon niya siya ma-save sa cloud. So, I hope that they will review this one. Kay medyo lisod yun. O lisod pagin ang topic. Di pagin maminaw. O pagin nag-review. So, ambot na lang. No? So, again, screenshot. And then, let's proceed with our third topic for today. So, dalawa na lang. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, just raise your hand. And again, I'll tell you these topics or our topics on finance is very hard. Pati man siguro prelim, no? May lisod man tanan, sir. Again, this is very hard. I'm just doing my best to deliver it as easy as I can. But again, lisod yun siya. Ha? So, just do your best. Kasi kayo lang yung makakatulong sa sarili ninyo. Okay, ganun ni Inter, no? Anyway, so third topic natin is polar curve pa din siya, but we are talking about the length of the curve. So kung kanina is ang hinahanap is ang area, ngayon ang hahanapin natin is just the length of the curve. Parang circumference lang, kumbaga. No? So what is the formula for that one and paano siya na-derive? So take note, for example, this is a polar curve. This is our origin. Sabi niya, find the length of an arc or length of the polar curve from pila man ka degrees ni. Assume na to 5 degrees, no? 5 degrees to pila man ni, mga 30 degrees. From 5 degrees to 30 degrees. Ayan siya. So ito yung hinahanap natin na length of an arc. Dito papunta dito. So paano na-derive, sir? So in that specific na arc, no? So gagawa tayo ng triangle which is coming from our strip. So take note, class, yung strip natin is hindi siya nakatungtong, no? Mao ni ato ang angle. Ang strip is nakaana lang siya. So therefore we need to extend, and that extension is dr na tinatawag. That's a very small amount of radius to suffice yung ating hindi naka-extend. And then for that one, we have our ds na nakaslanting na representative and the DSC. Okay, so for that formula, medyo mataas kasi yung derivation na hindi ko na i-discuss. Medyo taas gid siya. So, ayan na lang, no? I-memorize ninyo. The length of an arc of a polar curve is equivalent to the integration of the square root of r squared plus dr over d theta squared d theta. Okay, so let's proceed. just screenshot. Paki-screenshot ng ating formula. Okay. So, basta balik-balikan lang nimo. Ang tip ko sa inyo, lahat ng sinolve ko ngayon is isolve ninyo ng kayo lang, no? Kasi mahirap intindihin pag palagi lang kayong nakikinig. Sometimes you need really to apply what you are listening to. Di ba? So, nahurot na ako English. So, again, isolve nimo siya balik, no? Nga mo na pa mag-solve para maano. Kaya kung ba mag-zero paminaw niya, pag exam, bot, diyon sa to. Diyon paminaw ra manggug ko. Mas okay kung kamo mag-solve. I-solve din siya tanan balik. Okay, so may I ask si Aprilin Tambal, pakibasa ng ating third example.
Determine the length of polar curve r is equals to negative 4 sine theta from 0 to pi.
Okay, thank you. So, ayan, again, you need to graph this one. Again, pag polar curve, nakapalibot lang na siya. You need to graph this one, but pwedeng mali yung pag-graph mo. Okay? So, if you will search this online, ano yung graph ng 4 sine theta? So, i-drawing natin. Kasi na-search ko to kanina. Ang graph niya is something like this. Ayan. So, pwedeng ikaw mag-graph ng 4-leaf clover, pwedeng naka-star. Basta kay na representation. At least alam mo nga, hinahanapan mo siya ng area. So, the graph of negative 4 sine theta is something like this. Ayan. So, nasa ilalim lang siya, kumbaga. So, sir, pag nasa ilalim, then yung hinahanap natin na length, di ba? Length of the polar curve, ibig sabihin, this is a circle, so therefore, hinahanap natin yung circumference of that circle. Wala namang area o wala namang circumference sa taas, di ba? This is 0, this is pi over 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi over 2, and this is 2 pi. Di ba? 1 revolution. So, paano natin mahanapan yan, sir? So, gisearch na ako ganina. Hinapan ko na siya ng tawag dyan, explanation. So, okay lang daw kasi pag positive kasi siya, nasa taas yung circle. So, if you will encounter that one, okay lang, nasa representation, wala siya, kung una mo, 0 dapat iyang length of curve. Kaya wala goy curve sa taas. Pero, kung makakuha gyapon daw ka class, tungod sa negative. So, negative and positive. So, madamay lang daw siya gyapon. No? So, tuo na lang sa kuha. So, therefore, again, this is the actual na drawing. So, ikaw bahala sa imong drawing. Basta kayo ma-imagine ninyo. Gipatuyok. Okay? So, ang formula natin is S is equivalent to the integration theta 1, theta 2 of the square root. Exaggerated ra kaya kung square root. R squared plus dr over d theta squared. Then d theta. So, yung d theta nasa labas. So, yung kanina nasa loob kasi. Pero don't worry, sa calculator nasa labas naman talaga siya. Okay? So, all we need to do is to find the dr over d theta, which is the derivative of our r. Diba? Pag i-derive din mo si r, makuha din mo si dr over d theta. So, balik tayo sa differential calculus. What is the derivative of negative 4 sine theta? That is equivalent to negative 4 cosine of theta. Okay. So, substitute na nato siya, then calculator. And we're done. Ano siya kadali? So, therefore, that is S is equivalent to lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi. Then, square root. R squared natin. So, eto, squared mo lang. That is negative 4 sine of theta squared. Lesson lang na ako ni kinasubraan. Sobraan po. Okay? Then, sa kabila, plus dr over d theta natin is negative 4 cosine of theta. Ayan. Squared. Then d theta. Ayan. So, lagyan na natin ng line. Ayan. Okay. So, use your calculator. Pakitype na. Ilisi lang ni x, x, x. And makakuha ka ng answer mo. Again, sa exam or sa quiz, pwedeng dirira kataman. Pero bida-bida good ta. Joke lang. Di na bida-bida. Ginapakita lang nato ang manual nga pag-solving. Again, kay base. No? Sunod, dili na pwede si calculator. So, atong pakita nga kaya na to mag-solve og definite integral. So, eto, square mo lang what is the square root or square root na nun. Squared of negative 4, that is 16. Then, sine squared theta. About this one, negative 4 squared is another 16. Then, sine squared, balik niya, sine, cosine squared theta. Then, d theta. Then, square root. So, pwede pa rin niyang ma-simplify. Ang gagawin natin is to factor out our 16. No? Paras man sila ng 16. So, atong buhaton, i-factor out nato siya. Diba? That is 16. Then, maging sine squared theta plus cosine squared of theta. Ayan. And sakto, if babalik tayo sa trigonometry, this is a trigonometry sa Pythagorean na trigonometry. Pythagorean theorem, di ba? Na identities, Pythagorean identities. Sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equivalent to 1. So therefore, this is all cancelled out. Ilisa na to 1. Diba? So therefore, ang remaining natin is equivalent to 0 to pi square root of 16 d theta. And sakto, what is the square root of 16? That is equivalent to 4 d theta. So therefore, let us just integrate this one. S is equivalent to 4 theta. Upper limit is pi. Lower limit is 0. Apply definite integral. So that is 4 pi minus 4, 0. Yes, pila siya. Pag kaniyang calculator sabi ninyo is S is equivalent to 4 pi, which is correct. Or, pila na siya pag naka, 12, no? Diba? 12.567 pag naka-decimal. So, units. So, make sure lagyan mo ng units. Pag may area, units squared. Kay area good. Kani kay length man siya, so units lang. Okay? So, we're done. Wait lang. Ba to? Save na to. Screenshot for 3. And napamantay oras, so ipakita nato no giyon sa pag-calculator. Sila ang ubandra wa gi calculator pero pagpalit mo sa man. Engineering may calculator no. So again, pwedeng diri lang kataman tapos si calculator nimo diretso. That is the square root of negative 4 sine of x squared plus negative 4 cosine of x squared. Then, from 0 to pi, tingnan natin kung tama ba talaga. Then, 4 pi. Or, 12.5663. 566 di ay. 566. 567. Sige lang, gamay namang yapon na, no? Nairas bituka. So, that's correct. 12.567 or 566. Okay? So, raise hand if you have any questions so far. Again na, pwede mong drawing dra star. Basta kayo ma-imagine na to. na inana ang polar coordinates. Okay, so resend everyone if andyan pa ba kayo. Kasi ako na rin nagkasturya sa akong sarili, no? So, balag wa kasabot basta na mo nila. Joke lang. Again, this is very hard, but I will just try our best para masabta na to. Okay? So, this is our last topic for today. This is called a surface area of revolution. So, before we have our example, explain muna natin kung saan galing yung formula. And explain natin yung concept. Bakit siya nakuha. Okay? So, imagine y-axis and x-axis. So, and then meron tayong graph. So, for example, this is our graph. Ayan. Ayan yung graph natin. Then sabi niya, we have a graph, which is this one. We need to rotate or revolve that one to our y-axis. What is the surface area? So, imagine na, no, hibla sa buhok. Isa lang siya, line lang siya. Then, papaikutin mo. So, magkakaroon ka ng skin. Ibig sabihin, walang laman yung loob, hollow. Parang skin lang talaga siya. Parang balat, kumbaga. So, if you have reviewed yung topic natin last week, which is volume, medyo makarelate ka, ani, diba? So, that skin is ds. Diba? This is our first topic kanina. Diba? Balikan natin. Ay, sorry na, sobraan. Around ds. S. That is the length of your curve. Then, that length of the curve is papaikutin natin, ito ds, papaikutin natin with respect to our axis of revolution. So, therefore, para ma-relate natin silang dalawa, we have the radius. So, that is the distance of your length of the curve papunta sa ating axis of revolution. That is r. So, therefore, with that concept, ano yung r natin dito? X or Y? Sa man eh? Horizontal man siya. So, therefore, that is X. For example, another. Ito yung axis of revolution natin. Ito yung ating graph. No? Ito yung ating curve. Ito yung pinapaikot natin sa X. So, if that is the case, our radius is equivalent to X or Y? Vertical man, Y. So, therefore, ito is Y. So, depending sa ating orientation or kung saan siya paiikutin, papalitan natin si R. So, pag sa Y gipaikot, no, or pa-vertical lang niyang pag-ikot, that is X. If pahigda siya, na nakahiga yung ating pag-ikot, this is Y. So, concept-based gapon, no? Because sometimes, formulas are not the same, no? Diba? So, you really need to know the concept behind. Okay? So, 2 pi. Sir, asa ka ng 2 pi? So, if you have reviewed yung topic natin last week, which is volume, ang ibig sabihin ng 2 pi is pinapaikot natin ng 360 degrees. So, therefore, the area or the surface area of a curve which is pinapa-revolve in a certain axis is equivalent to 2 pi, the integration of r ds. So, A1 and A2, ibig sabihin, pag ang axis of revolution natin is paganto, therefore, depende lang yan siya. Ano yung nire-respect natin na axis. And then, kanina, this is our formula, first topic natin. So, you need first to find this one and then i-substitute mo and you're done. So, disclaimer lang po, medyo mahaba yung ating steps dito. Medyo mahaba yung ating gagawin. But again, this is just the combination ng first topic natin kanina and this formula. So, ay nagkaratol, no? Sundan lang tatong step by step na buhat. Okay? So, let's proceed with our last example. Ay, paki-screenshot di ay. Kasi makalimot mo sa formula, no? Daghang absent ron, no? Ang absent nato is 13 kabuok. Oh, 13. Nanay ni sulod isa, 12 na lang. Anyway, again I'm always checking your attendance. So basi makitinga mo galit bagsak na mo galit. Kay absinot dahil joke lang. Ay naman pud no. Bagsak na gani sa quizzes, absinot pa jud. So may I ask si Kent Royet pakibasa ng ating problem. Hello Kent. Are you there? Wala, absent na nato ni. Yeah, absent na nato. Or siguro guba yung mic, no? So how about si Ronel Gregorio? Pakibasa lang. Okay, mahina yung net niya. Yes, Ronel.
Determine the surface area of the solid obtained by rotating y equals square root of 9 minus x squared. That is such that x is greater than negative 2 but less than 2 about the x-axis.
Okay, thank you for that, Ronel, no? So, first thing that we need to do is to draw, and luckily, binigyan tayo ng lower limit and upper limit. So, we don't need to find the intersection. Diba? Yan yung nagpapahirap sa inyo sa area and volume, yung intersection. So, binigyan na tayo. Therefore, alam na din natin yung formula na gagamitin kasi nakafocus siya sa x. Diba? We have two formulas kanina, nakafocus sa y, and this one is mali. This is dx, Kamang nalay sabot. Wala lang na nailisan. Dili na lang ka, Para dx, dy, dx. Mayroon ako na pag-type. dx, dy, dx. Okay? Kamang nalay sabot, Okay? So again, you don't need to graph this na specific, pero dapat hindi mo siya i-graph para ma-imagine mo siya. So you get the idea? Even though that your graph is wrong, at least ma-imagine mo. So, i-graph na to siya. Mamaban ha, kasi kung kilala. Taas na kayo. Ano ba yan? Iwi. Ako man dyan tani. Ayan. Okay, so i-move ko na lang siya na na-adjust. Something like that. Okay. So, naman tayo Google, no, i-search niyo muna sa Google, makabalo ka sa yung graph. So, the graph of y is equivalent to square root of 9 minus x squared is something like this. Mga parabola class. Okay, so padetso sa baba. So, this is for example 1, and this is example 2. This is 1. Negative din. This is positive 1, and this is 2. Diba? So, therefore, technically, ito yung hahanapan natin ng length of an arc. Then, papaikutin natin siya sa x-axis. So, mura siya itlog, no? Balat ng itlog. So, hollow siya sa sulod. Surface area man ta, area. Dito volume, ha? So, raise hand, everyone. Gets ba? Nag-gets ko? Nag-gets ang drawing? No? So, kuha na tong length of the arc, tapos paikutin natin siya sa x-axis. So, meron siyang balat. Kumbaga. So, therefore, makuha mo siya. Okay? So, proceed tayo with this one, or for this drawing, diba? We must have a representative strip. So, for example, this is our representative strip para naka-curve siya. So, this is our dx, and this is our y. Kumbaga. So, therefore, the distance, diba? Meron tayong distance kanina tinatawag from our x-axis papunta sa ating pinaka-outer, which is our radius. And the radius is y. Kasi naka-vertical tayo. Okay? So, therefore, the area of a, or surface area of a revolution is 2 pi multiplied by A1 and A2, then ang radius natin multiplied by ds. So, So therefore, to be specific, specify po nato that is equivalent to 2 pi, then A. Ano yung A natin? Ito yung limit, mga x's. So that is negative 2 papuntang positive 2. Ang R natin is y. Diba? Kasi naka-vertical siya. Y ds. Okay. So, ang problema natin, what is the value of ds? Okay, so balikan natin yung first topic natin kanina. Naka-focus tayo sa x. Diba? So therefore, dapat yung formula is dx ng formula. Diba? Dalawa yun. So let us just write that formula. I hope that you could still remember that formula. That is 1 plus open parenthesis dy squared. Ay, di pala. dy over dx squared. Then dx. Then square root. Okay, so proceed tayo with our next step, which is to determine our dy over dx. So simply, that is just the derivative of our y. No, that is dy over dx. So sa derivative sa y, no, balik to sa differential calculus. Kung ikakabalo na, sao na lang, no? So ano mo pag-proceed? So paki-review lang siya, kumbaga. So that is 9 minus x squared. So therefore, i-rewrite muna natin siya. Tibog lang na ako kadiyot ka sa. So i-rewrite sa nato kay asa ko wag 2 pi sir. Wala 2 pi. Formula man na siya. Mikael, di ba na-explain ako ganina. We need to multiply 2 pi para ma-revolve. Formula ganina. Yes. Y is equivalent to 9 minus x squared then raised to 1/2. So we will be using constant chain rule, constant exponential chain rule. Exponential power rule power rule na chain rule sa differential calculus. So that is d over dx of CUN is equivalent to, sa baba na lang, no? Equivalent to CN U n minus 1 U prime. So, let's proceed. Constant wala. N is 1/2. U natin is 9 minus x squared. Then, n minus 1. Therefore, 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Then, last one is U prime. Ang ibig sabihin ng U prime is the derivative ng nasa loob. Derivative of 9 is 0. Derivative of negative x squared is negative 2x. So, cancel out. Simplify lang natin. dy over dx is equivalent to negative x. Ito is negative 1/2. So, ilalagay na lang natin siya sa baba. 9 minus x squared 1/2. And we're almost done. Ito, i-substitute mo lang dito. Then, ito, i-substitute mo lang dito. Diba? Sanga-sanga lang ta. Sige lang, antos lang sa ata. So, that is ds is equivalent to the square root of 1 plus, ito, substitute lang natin to. That is, open parenthesis, negative x. Saka lang ako si negative, divided by 9 minus x squared raised to 1/2, close parenthesis, squared dx. Then, ayan siya. Okay, so let us just simplify this one. Di mas scared kay algebra na. Yan, sa na lang sa block algebra. So, eto, gawin natin 1 plus, eto squared. Na i-distribute natin yung squared. Negative x squared is positive x squared. Diba? Sa na lang algebra. Sagol na ni algebra, trigo, differential calculus, and integral calculus. So, this is 1/2, then squared, diba? X 1/2, then squared. So, parang ma-cancel out, x na lang. So, same lang rin. Matanggal ang 1/2. 9 minus x squared dx. Ayan. Yung squared natin. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. Okay? So, next thing, pwede naman na siya, pero i-simplify pa jud nato siya. Gamitan na tog elementary nga topic. No? Balik tag elementary para masabtan ha. For example, 2/3 plus 3/4. Sa itong ginabuhat, ana? No, least common denominator, 12. Diba? So, parang i-cross multiply, diba? Kani i-multiply dire. So, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 times 3 is 9. So, mabot ang buhaton dire Butangan nato siya over 1, cross multiplication. Okay? Para maisa siya and para ma-simplify natin. Okay ba? So, ds is equivalent pag elementary na nga topic So, pati elementary nga topic na to gibalikan. So, this is 1 times 9 minus x squared maging 9 minus x squared. 1 times x squared is positive x squared divided by 9 minus x squared. So, therefore, as you can see, cancel out. Ang remaining natin sa ds is equivalent to square root, no? Square root sa baba. So, i-separate na to sa square root. Square root of 9 is 3 divided by 9 or square root of square root of 9 minus x squared dx. So, kani siya, ibutang nga to dire. Kani siya, ilagay natin dito and calculator. And we're done. So, taas ang process, yes. Pero kung hunaw-hunaon mo siya nga step by step, hunaw-huna alam. Without class, listen good siya. Wala tayong magagawa but to integrate this one na step by step talaga. Okay? So, let us proceed. Area is equivalent to 2 pi. Then, integration from negative 2 to positive 2. First one is si y. Ang y natin is the square root of 9 minus x squared. Ayan. Then, multiplied by ds. Ang ds natin is 3 divided by square root of 9 minus x squared dx. So, therefore, this is cancelled out. This is also cancelled out. Area is equivalent to 2 pi of the integration of negative 2, positive 2 of 3 dx. O, pwede na mo siya i-calculator. Pwede po kanina may calculator. Pero kita, bida-bida man daw. Joke lang. Kaya man na itong gamay na lang yun kaya na. Ito na lang ipadayan og mano-mano. So, this is 2 pi multiplied by the integration of 3. So, open parenthesis 3x, close parenthesis 2 and negative 2. So, therefore, let us just use our concept of definite integral. Substitute mo si upper limit, that is 3 multiplied by 2 minus i-substitute mo si lower limit, negative 2. Yes po, paki-type sa chat box pila to ang answer for that one. Okay. Sabayan ta mo. Layo pa man po itong oras. So, sharing tool, teacher, sharing tool. Ayan. So, again, pwede ka mong i-type. Pero taas ka ayo, no? Pwede po kani. 2 pi. Then, pwede po, no? For example, sir, hate kayo nako ang algebra. So, kaning nakuha ni mga DS diri dapita, mo na lang imong i-type, isumpay na lang ni mo diri. Taos sa pod, no? Sige, try na to, no? Wala mo tayo dali. 2 pi, then integration of y. Ang y natin is square root of 9 minus x squared. Wala ko kabalo klase ako magsigo. Ang walang problema sa hindi masigo. Then ds. Ito yung ds natin, taas kaayo. So, try na to Again, hindi ko sure kung magawas ang answer. Negative x. At least, din na nakamuagig simplify. Si mahadlo ka mag-simplify ba? Nawa na. Again na, di ko sure kung magawas ni siya. Kaya taas magkayo. From -2 to +2. Syntax error. So, tingnan natin baka may mali tayo. Dito siguro banda. Lagyan natin ng open and close parenthesis. Ay, mali. Ayan. Syntax error pa din. 9 minus x squared, 1 plus negative x sa baba is negative 9x squared. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya pwede. No, namin mga nana. Or mali lang siguro kung pag-type or basi. Lang yun, di gid siya kaya sa calculator. So, syntax error, no? So, gisimplify na lang nato. Muna sabi ko sa inyo that integration is, using your calculator is not always applicable. So, pag ganito, -2, okay, is that? And 2. Yes, the answer is, sorry, sobraan. 24 pi. Ayan. So, that is 24 pi. Tama ba? Asa itong checkbox na to? Okay. Correct. It's 24 pi. How about this one? 2 pi. Then 3 multiplied by 2 minus 3 multiplied by -2. And 24 pi. Or 75.398. Diba? So, let us just write that one and we're almost done with our class. 24 pi. Or 75.398 square units. No? Butang unit squared kay area good. Sayang inyong answer niya, wala mo units. So, pag length of arc, units lang. Pag area, square units. Pag volume is units cube. Okay, so paki-remind ha, ning 10 nga absent. Absent man sila. So, again, we can just review our recorded session. Pero mas maganda kasi pag nasa klase talaga. O, di ka maboard. Sayang man good pag magtanong kag recorded, maboringan ka. Pero ang uban, hindi naman ang connection. So, what ay mabuhat. Okay, so screenshot. And then raise your hand if you have any questions. Okay. So, we have, ayun na lang. Hatag daw si twerk pero ayun na lang. Sunod na lang. Sunod na lang. Paway sa mo. Siguro sa Friday ko na kayata. Basta mag-announce lang ko. Again, sa drawing na to nga subject, I hope that you're continuing with your drawing, no? Basta nagtanga na lang po mo na mga drawing diya. Dagat mo betag buhato nun. Just continue. Magstorya lang ta, maghatag lang kog dagdag na dagdag na instructions sa Thursday. So I hope that your pagkuhaan na po din yung drawing na Andrew ang uban pagikuha or basta nag-usab na siguro sila drawing, no? Kapoy na sa magbalik. But again, can continue with your drawing. No, medyo dagan pa betag kailangan in drawing. Ano sa ang quiz, sir? Wala pa ako kabalo. Most probably is Friday. Same pa din. Sir, asa makuha ang canister? Nasa ko ang canister? Address baba. Nagpasa man good mo no naka-canister. Pangitaan lang ko diri sa faculty. Then ang plates napod sa kuha kay gipahipos pa sa guard dito sa gawas. Kay namang may pakukuha, na may bisita last time. So bawal daw mag-display sa dito. Abot kung naana ron. Pero if kukunin ninyo yung plates ninyo, just pasok lang kayo sa school. para makuha. So, most probably, mga 3 p.m., wala na may appointment. Pwede naman makasulod diretsyo. So, pangitaalan ko din sa baba, sa faculty. Ihatag na ko inyong plates. So, again, continue. Dagan-dagan pabitag boto nun sa plates. Okay, so once again, asa mag-drawing? Sa A3. Abot ulo, kasabot. Okay, so again, nadi sa baba, ngayon yung plates. Once again, thank you for listening. I hope that you have learned something for this day. If medyo libog atong topic, libog gina siya okay mabuhat. So, review and see you again on Thursday. Goodbye, class. So, trophy. Ayusan, para matagal ko. Malapit ng exam natin. June 10, dapat ba? Prepare lang mo.